Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone, and welcome to forum on how has the media changed the way we communicate today. I'm Dania and I'll be your moderator. As we all know, the media landscape has evolved significantly from traditional form to the rise of digital and social media, transforming how we communicate. We fortunate today to have four esteemed experts with us. Panel A, Ms. Jeho, a digital communication expert. Panel B, Ms. Fatahia, a social media influencer. Panel C, Ms. Nazira, a research in media and culture. And Panel D, Ms. Atira, a journalist with experience across various media platforms. Thank you all for being here. Let's dive into discussion with our first question to Panel A. Ms. Jeho, could you explain further how this change have affected the way we communicate today, particularly in the context of the trustworthiness of information received by the public?
Thank you for the question. In my opinion, the media has increased our accessibility to information. For example, platforms like Facebook and WhatsApp gives us updates on current events and allows users to engage and spread awareness of social issues once limited to traditional media. It enhanced communication by allowing news to be shared rapidly, sometimes even before traditional outlets report it. For instance, a 2020 study by the International Federation of Journalists Malaysia showed that while 72% of Malaysians trust traditional media like television and radio, they still prefer getting news from WhatsApp and Facebook. However, this makes it difficult to discern trustworthy sources, leading to the spread of misinformation. As a result, while social media increases accessibility, it also reduces the credibility of information. Secondly, the media has caused a shift of public discourse from formal to informal settings. The shift in public discourse from formal media outlets to informal settings like blogs, social media posts, and online forums allows for more voices to be heard. This allows people to discuss underreported issues in traditional media, broadening public debates. However, the lack of fact checking in these informal settings means that misinformation can spread easily. As a result, people are more likely to be exposed to biased or unverified content, which impacts the trustworthiness of the information. As such, information given on these sites must be filtered and verified so that accurate information will be given. That is all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Jeho, for the very insightful and deep explanation. Next, we move to panel B, Ms. Fatahia. How has the media today improved personal connection while at the same time expanding the reach of messages being conveyed?
Thank you, Ms. Dania, for the question. In my opinion, the media today has revolutionized the way we communicate in several key ways, which I have observed firsthand as an influencer. Firstly, it can enhance personal connectivity. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube have allowed people to connect on a much more personal level. Influencers like myself can share stories, engage with followers, and even have conversations in real time through live streams or direct messaging. This creates a sense of community that traditional media that could never achieve. However, the downside is that this constant connectivity can lead to issues like parasocial relationships, where audience may feel they have a personal connection with public figures, which might not be entirely mutual. Secondly, it can amplify reach of messages. The speed at which content spreads is unparalleled. A single post or video can go viral, reaching millions in hours. For example, during campaigns for social causes like climate action or mental health awareness. I have seen how a single hashtag or trend can mobilize communities worldwide. Social media has given people a voice and platform to advocate for issues that might not receive attention in traditional media. However, the accessibility of these platforms comes with challenges. Not everything that spreads is accurate. Viral content doesn't necessarily equate to truthful content. The spread of misinformation like fake news or clickbait headlines is a major issue, as people often share posts without verifying their authenticity. That's why it's so important for users to develop media literacy and critical thinking skills to navigate the digital world responsibility. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you for the explanation, Ms. Fatahia. Now, I would like to invite Ms. Nazira to explain what asynchronous communication is and how it has changed the way we communicate today.
Hello everyone. Today we are diving into how the media has reshaped the way we communicate, especially through the power of synchronous communication and the influence on public opinion. First, asynchronous communication. With the rise of platforms like WhatsApp, Instagram, and email, communication no longer require real-time interaction. We can now send messages, video, or document and allow the recipient to respond at their convenience. This flexibility has made communication faster and more efficient, especially in global context. In global context, for example, remote work relies heavily on asynchronous tools like Slack, allowing teams in different time zones to collaborate seamlessly. A study by Statista found that over 70% of professionals prefer asynchronous communication for non-urgent matters, as it reduces interruption and improves productivity. However, the downside is that delayed responses can sometimes lead to miscommunication or feelings of being ignored. Second, the influence on public opinion. Social media has become a powerful tool for shaping public opinion. Platforms like Twitter and Facebook amplify voice, enabling individuals and organizations to influence millions within minutes. For example, during Malaysia's #UndiActive movement, social media campaign effectively raised awareness about lowering the voting age and pressuring policymakers to act. A few research studies revealed that over 16% of people get their news from social media, showing its role as a primary source of information. However, this power comes with risk, as misinformation and echo chambers can polarize public opinion. A notable example is the spread of fake news during Malaysia 2020 political crisis, which fueled confusion and speculation among the public. In conclusion, asynchronous communication has revolutionized how we connect across time and space, while the media's influence on public opinion has made it a double-edged sword. While these changes offer tremendous benefits, they also require us to be more discerning and responsible as communicators and consumers of information. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Nazira. Lastly, I would like to ask question to our last panel. Ms. Atira, how has social media, particularly influencer culture and user-generated content, shaped the way we communicate and share information today?
Thank you, Ms. Moderator. Good day, everyone. I would like to highlight ways of media, especially social media, has transformed communication, which is by influencer culture and user-generated content. For my first point, influencer culture. As panel B said before, social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube have turned ordinary individuals into influential figures. In Malaysia, influencers like Ahmad Yusof, known as Bemat, ambassador of Pakmat Western, or Khairul Amin, known for his cooking videos, have reshaped how Malaysians interact with content and brands. For instance, Khairul Amin's 30 Hari 30 Recipe series garners millions of views and has become a Ramadan staple for many families. Studies reveal that around 55% of Malaysian consumers trust influencer recommendations over traditional advertisement. However, this culture isn't without issues. Controversies like Capri's outspoken social media posts show how influencers can also stir debates, intentionally or not, about sensitive topics. Secondly, user-generated content. The audience. The rise of platforms like TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook in Malaysia has democratized communication. Malaysians are now using this platform to share their stories and raise awareness about social issues. For example, during the 2021 floods, Malaysians posted real-time updates on road conditions and flood relief efforts, far surpassing the speed of traditional news outlets. Activities like Dr. Amalina Bakri use social media to champion issues like education and healthcare. However, user-generated content also comes with risks, such as spread of false information like viral WhatsApp message, causing unnecessary panic during emergency. In conclusion, social media has empowered Malaysians like Pema, Khairul Amin, and Dr. Amalina to shape conversation and influence lives. However, we must navigate its challenge, such as misinformation and ethical concerns, to ensure it remains a force for good. Thank you. I'll pass back this floor to Ms. Moderator.
Thank you, Miss Atira, for your answer my question. In conclusion, media has transformed the way we communicate by enabling faster, more flexible, and global interaction. Trends like influencer culture and user-generated content continue to shape how information is shared and received. As we embrace this change, it is important to use media wisely and responsibly. With that, we wrap up today's forum. Thank you to our panelists for your time and insight. I close this forum. Thank you.